No other way to start the video other than Z showing another picture in his camera roll.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Like honestly, and how old do you think you were in that photo?
Say I was 15.
Yeah, and which I could tell the audience where that photo is.
To Chase Field.
Yes,
I think
it
that
is.
was the game we went to go see the Diamondbacks and Giants play.
Yeah, it was. I think Coleman was pitching that game.
I might have. I know Bumgarner pitched.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
Well,
Z, would you say that still looks like me or no?
well, and when you smile, it does. Yeah, but you very rarely smile.
Yeah, I really smile. Well, that might have been the last time you saw me in picture happy.
Think about it, guys. It's been over a decade since the man's been happy, but I mean, I'm not going to hate on it because I can put myself in the same shoes.
Yep, Z can. So he honestly might be a little more miserable than me.
So. Yeah. It's I mean, it's very optimistic.
Yeah. But we're back here. You guys can see
are.
by the thumbnail, this is a different video, not sport related.
Yep.
We've done, I think, only like one Call of Duty video on this podcast. We're going to do another one just because it's kind of been some topic of conversation. So as you can see by the title, by the thumbnail, this is going to be based off of Black Ops 6. So if you guys are gamers, if you guys are Call of Duty fans, even maybe not so anymore, but of the past, this is a video you might want to listen to and tune into. Z and I are going to kind of break down some things that we know. We're going to kind of just give overall thoughts on the potential of this game, the potential that this could have on the future of the franchise. Z, what's the excitement level? Let's start off here. What's the excitement level for, obviously not a ton's out yet, but the excitement level based off of the brief amount of things that have been given. And as you know, that this has been a game that's been in development for about 4 years now. What's your excitement level on transitioning back into a Treyarch game?
Well, okay. Well, I gotta say, and Treyarch we trust, and Vonderhaar we trust. Vonderhaar. Yeah. I mean, think about he saved the over a decade ago. He saved the franchise.
Yeah. Well, he's not there anymore, but hopefully there's enough people that have stepped up that have learned.
And it's the same thing. It's the same thing with me every single year. So I mean, I've bought the CODs every single year. End got MW2 for free in case you guys didn't know. He bought Vanguard. He played it for maybe 2 weeks and installed it. But I mean, we're not going to be talking about recent games in the past. It's not what it is. We're not talking about Cold War. We're not talking about Black Ops 3. Forget about it. But I mean, I'm very excited. Very optimistic. My stream down below, I always stream COD. I've always been a COD player. Now, granted, I haven't played COD as much as N and I once did in the Black Ops 4 days or even earlier in the Black Ops 2 days. And sure, maybe part of that has become getting older. Mm-hmm. But still, dude, I mean, like, we haven't had a fun game. And zombies, that's another thing we can talk about later on.
Yeah,
but
yeah, for sure.
The thing is, though, and is that, like, when we're in late May into June, like, this is what it always is for Call of Duty, dude. Always. Mm-hmm. These rumors start coming out. The fans get excited. They say they're going to have this. They say they're going to have that. And everyone's just like, oh, my God, this is so great.
Right.
Activision, let me get on my knees.
Right.
But love know what you're looking at. What's Roxy doing?
Well, she sniffed around and Tyson was freaking laying down. She started sniffing his ass. He woke up. So.
So, dude, I mean, I don't know. Like that. I mean that freaking alone just got me so off topic.
Yeah, I know. No, she's still sniffing them.
Yeah, well, thanks, Tyson. Thank you very much.
Well, anyway, yes. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't really quite know what was going on there, but yeah, Z is right. Things like to kind of get hot and kind of over exaggerated about in the early parts of summer, especially when
I gotta start our call. Don't mean to interrupt you. I gotta start our Call of Duty conversation with this.
Okay.
If you guys, I'm trying to pull up the picture, but it's not paying attention.
Oh.
If you guys watch competitive to Call of Duty, if you don't, whatever, but everybody knows who Optic is. Optic is the biggest, like, esports organization that's out there, even over FaZe. Yes, I'm saying it. So Optic won the last tournament. bringing Call of Duty back by the day, and Call of Duty esports is well and alive. It is much more well and alive than the WNBA.
That might be true.
Maybe not nowadays with Caitlin Clark, but you get the point.
Yeah.
So I had to point this out just because it was a Call of Duty video, so I only felt it was appropriate to pull out Optic winning the last tournament. Thoughts on it?
Yeah, thoughts on it. As you see, guys, these are a bunch of. Let me put it this way: I respect the Call of Duty League. I respect what they do. I respect the fans and the attraction and everything that they give. I think the normal average Joe wouldn't expect it to be the way that it is.
Here we go.
What I will say, these guys are a bunch of suckers at the end of the day. These guys are a bunch of suckers because they still have their handprints on just an awful game. Just an awful game. They still they might still say it's not good and where it needs to be, and they still play and everything. That's all great. But at the end of the day, they're still showcasing this game. At the end of the day, they're still playing this game and still showing it to however many thousands of people, and it's still gaining traction. And probably to Activision seeing success of Call of Duty leagues. Oh, well, that must mean our game's great. That must mean Modern Warfare was a hit. That must mean Modern Warfare is where it needs to be, that this is the future of gaming, this is the future of Call of Duty. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I respect them, but at the end of the day, they're a bunch of suckers.
I agree. But I mean, I loved watching every minute of just the whole entire. I mean, just seeing them celebrate was just such a great moment to watch. Optic has not won a tournament in over 800 days, so it's been a long time. So I mean, it was really well deserved. It was really well deserved. Optic winning it, and honestly, I mean the fans deserved it even more.
Yeah.
So, shout out Optic. The season continues. The thing is, that's not the big tournament. We're hoping for champs. There's a little champs little promo right there. If N doesn't know what champs is, that's like the big tournament at the end of the season. But you can see just based on that video alone, just a great tournament that was thrown in Toronto. But I mean, that's right. I mean, you got the executives of Activision looking at this. They're like, "Oh, our game's great."
Yep. It's getting fans. It's getting viewership. Everything like that. So I understand they don't really have a choice. This is they have to kind of play the current year of Call of Duty, but still, I think to me it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, I mean, let's get on topic here, right? So, in case you guys don't already know, I mean, this is one of the many cover pictures for what was released, but it's gonna be Black Ops 6, and then in 10 years we're gonna have Black Ops 16.
Yes.
But this like the truth lies things just seems like they're like promo, I guess. Like I don't know, like what have you taken away? And we'll pull up some of the videos, but what have you taken away from some of like the random teasers they've been giving out? Because it's nothing like we've never seen before.
Yeah. No, I've been seeing them. Yep. It's going to take place with the Gulf War. It's going to take place in the 90s as well. They've shown things of like Bill Clinton and George Bush and all that stuff like that. Obviously, there's a guy. Yeah, good.
Sorry. There's a rumor that says there's going to be a mission with 9/11 in it.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane.
So who knows if that's true? Who knows if that's going to be executed well or not?
Sure, won't go over well.
It's a little sensitive topic on that, but
it definitely is. We won't get into it.
Yep. But Saddam Hussein, obviously, this is like a type of thing that came out yesterday on like a little teaser, certain like coordinates or whatever. It leads to like his like palace or whatever the heck that he was located at and everything. So obviously, that's gonna be implemented probably into a campaign story or one part of the story with the campaign. So it seems like it's going to take something that's going to take place in the 90s. It seems like that like the United States is going to be a part of it, Afghanistan, things like that, actual like just I don't want to say it's going to be like a reimagined version of things that happened in like real life and trying to follow those, like just kind of like redoing it but in video game style, but they're going to kind of implement probably some different stories that have happened in their campaign.
Yeah, you can see it talking. I was pulling up one of the teasers that came out. Like this is such like, yeah, see there's Bill Clinton. Was he smoking a bong? Hold on, let me go back to that. Let me go back to that. Hold on. Where was this?
Yeah,
What
1991.
is that? Oh my
Oh my goodness.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking
Yeah.
ridiculous. Oh shit, hold on. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can continue. Just the thing is that like these kind of videos is just such like what Treyarch and Black Ops has always been about. Like
Yeah.
just so kind of random, but like um sorry, I just saw a notification on my phone. But like just a video like this alone just has Black Ops and Treyarch just written all over it.
Yeah.
Um I
Keep
don't know what
talking,
it
buddy.
means.
Hold on a second. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I guess Ed's dog probably probably fell off the couch or something. Uh yeah, I mean I don't know, guys. You tell me. Like I don't really know what these videos mean. Maybe some people do. Sure, maybe it's themed around like like what the game is going to be themed around, which I guess is the Gulf War. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, dude, some of these teaser videos are just like interesting. Like there was another one. I don't know if this is an actual photo from, and this is all from Charlie Intel on Twitter. It has like 4 million followers. Any Call of Duty intel you might need, just go there. Don't follow the real Call of Duty page. But yeah, these are all just like, I don't know if this is like gameplay of it. That's what it is. Again, there's another gameplay teaser. I'm not sure what this is from. Again, I don't know if these are all reliable sources that we're watching, but what I will say is the game's been dry, dude. I mean, the last 3 of the 5 years has been Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2 in 2023, and then Modern Warfare 3 in 2024. Like it's been dry. And the Modern Warfare games are like the era's over. Like there's nothing really fun about it anymore. Um, whenever you play ranked play, you play with 2 guns. The Modern Warfare series is obviously entirely different from when Call of Duty first began, but I don't know. Like someone like N is definitely somebody who prefers Treyarch games. Definitely prefers
100%. Yeah.
the Black Ops series. Some people have
Yeah.
different
Definitely.
opinions on that,
Yeah. And it's
but
all right. I don't think people are wrong either way. Like the old Modern Warfare is great. It's different though. Old Black Ops is
mhm,
great. It's different. But
yep.
as he was kind of saying, as he's kind of scrolling through some of like these short clips and videos that they're trying to promote their game with, um, it's just time for them to try something new. Honestly, I can't say the numbers that their games have sold. I can't say how much of a success money wise that the Modern Warfare trilogy has been for them. I don't have that up in front of me, but at least from the community, from the side that I watch or that I read and listen into, it was underwhelming. Modern Warfare 2019 got a lot of people excited, but you look at like Modern Warfare 2 and especially Modern Warfare 3, a lot of people were let down by it. It to a lot of people seemed like a carbon copy, not a lot of effort into the game. Campaign made no sense. Campaign was chaotic and all over the place.
Well, and also, yeah, I mean, playing as Nicki Minaj and Devin
Yeah.
Booker
Yeah.
and
Like,
Kevin Durant,
right.
and look at this. I guess you can play as this now in multiplayer. Like, what is this?
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. The
Oh my god. See, that's all you got to know about the state of the
yeah.
franchise is
And what is
that
he holding? Like a lightsaber?
I don't really know what the heck it is,
I
but
don't
it's the
know.
state of the franchise. Like, I don't know how people try to see more positive than not out of the current state of Call of Duty. It's not good. It's not good. The multiplayer has just, at least from what I've played, from Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2019, even the recent Treyarch games. It's just not how it used to be, not how it used to play, not how it used to feel. Things, to me at least, in terms of like your class making, is too over the top. I've been a very big critic about it. It's too over the top. It's too complicated for me. I don't think that an hour should go into making your classes. I really don't think that. I don't think
Doesn't take an hour.
it
Doesn't
should
take
be
an
like
hour.
that. It definitely does, because you have 60 stocks, you have 25 different barrels.
Have this
The
conversation
list
every
goes on
time.
and on and on and on. I think that it's too broad. I think it needs to be more simplified. I think it needs to be back to kind of what created class used to be, with just your few perks you've had. You have your fraggers, your simtex, your secondary, your primary, right?
Yep.
You have your
Yep.
if you want to bring back the wild cards, you can do that. It's too broad nowadays. It's too broad, it's too in depth, and I think it takes up too much time. I want to create my class that makes sense and get right in the multiplayer. Um, to me, that's been a problem with Call of Duty for too long. So I like to see them simplify it a little bit. I know a lot of people like the more broad horizon aspect of creating your class and your gunsmith and all that. That's fine if that's your opinion, not my cup of tea. But at the end of the day, Call of Duty has not been in a good state. I think most people agree with that than not. The games are lazy. The campaigns are lazy. The Modern Warfare campaigns were very chaotic and did not make too much sense. They didn't tie in a lot
Awful.
of, yeah, they just didn't tie in a lot of things, especially after the first campaign, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's there's nothing memorable. There's nothing memorable about these games. Once you're done playing the Modern Warfare 3 trilogy and you go on into the next however many years, you're not going to look back at this Modern Warfare 3 or this Modern Warfare trilogy and think of all the things that really stuck with you throughout those games and that you appreciated and valued. You're not going to. It's always going to be back to the games from the old days. That is always going to stick with you and put its mark and everything like that. I think Call of Duty has failed a lot in that aspect, Z, of
So
making it
and you're
memorable
yeah.
and really just being able to look back at previous games and really value and appreciate. I think that they fail at that. There's nothing memorable anymore. There's nothing valuable about these games anymore. There's nothing that hits home anymore about these games.
You're telling me you don't like playing as Messi?
Yeah, Lionel.
You only play as Lionel Messi. Well,
Yeah.
and I mean, in case someone's watching this for the first time, what is, in your opinion, when was the last game that you thought was memorable? I know the answer, but what was the last game that you thought was memorable to play?
The last Call of Duty game I thought was memorable to play. Um, well,
If I answer,
the last time I enjoyed a Call of Duty was Black Ops 4.
okay,
I'll
well,
say
yeah,
that.
that's my question. That's my
Yeah.
question.
The last
Yeah,
time. Though I want to say Black Ops 4 was very memorable from a game standpoint, not too much, but it was memorable in the sense of the enjoyment that I had playing
be
it.
a man and be a man.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Uh, we'll tell you, Modern Warfare or Black Ops 4 was kind of disappointing. Like, it was just rehashed maps, and it just felt like they were just trying to bring the past back into one game, pretty
But it was
much.
fun. Like
But it was
the
still
game was
fun.
actually
Yeah.
smooth.
It was still smooth. It was fun. Your classes were exactly, in my opinion, how they need to be nowadays.
Yeah,
It still played well. The servers were fine.
and still
Multiplayer,
complain about the hit detection.
yeah. Well, that was still, yeah. I mean, I have it on video. Being on Nuketown, drilling about 12 bullets into somebody, and he's still shooting. So 8 bullets into the head, still walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was still fun. Zombies was great. That might have been the best set of zombies that they
Yep.
might have produced that year.
Yep.
So Zombies was great. It wasn't too overcomplicated or anything. They added some different things than what it used to be, but it was still good. It felt like a Black Ops game.
Right.
Vanguard and Cold War, whatever the heck it was, did not feel like a Black Ops game at all. The movement, the play in the game, from a map standpoint, from a multiplayer standpoint, it just did not feel like COD. I don't even really know what to describe. It felt like an off version of. It felt like a mix of, like, I don't want to say Modern Warfare. It just didn't feel like Black Ops. It felt like a game from, like, freaking Advanced Warfare or freaking Ghost or somebody like, or some game like that. It didn't have that Black Ops feel or anything of that type of aspect. So with Black Ops 6, Z and I will kind of go through a little bit more of kind of what they've presented so far. But Black Ops 6 has the potential to kind of revitalize the franchise, because you are getting a Black Ops game again. You are getting Treyarch. This game's been 4 years in the making. And this is the type of game where so many people have been let down with the Modern Warfare trilogy. And the Modern Warfare trilogy had so much potential, Z. It had so
It
much
did.
potential to be great. It had so much
It did.
potential to be a modernized version of the old self. And I don't
It
want to
was
see them
lazy.
like lazy. Yeah, I don't want to see them like remake from blueprint to blueprint the games of the
Mhm.
past. I want them to make it their own, but I want them to go back to the basics. I want them to go back to the blueprint on what made it successful, but modernize it and make it their own and put their own stamp on it. But with Black Ops 6, first of all, I'm glad they're calling it Black Ops 6. I'm glad it's not Black Ops Cold War or Gulf War. I'm glad that it's Black Ops 6. You're just
That would have been
taking it
awful.
back.
That would have been
Yeah,
awful.
it would have been. You're taking it back to just the Black Ops name with
Yep.
whatever numbered title it is, not Black Ops, not Call of Duty Vanguard, not Black Ops Cold War, whatever the hell it was.
Sure.
So I like that. I like that and as you see by the thumbnail here, the kind of blurred out version of the cover that they haven't fully released yet, it gives you a similar vibe to the old school Black Ops game, which I like a lot. But it can revitalize the franchise in the sense of getting players and even former players of the game into that in that type of feel of kind of reliving your childhood and reliving what made COD great and what made it fun and what made it memorable for everybody. They have an opportunity, Z, to bring that into this year's game, just given the
Mhm.
fact of trying to go back to those Black Ops roots. And if you can pull that off, it's going to be a successful game. Like I said, you don't need to go back and look at Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and remake it, but you need to go back to what made those games great, what made those games successful, what people loved about those games, and bring that style of play back.
I agree.
And you can still modernize it, make it your 2020-ish type feel to it, but a lot of people appreciate that, and it can bring past gamers and present gamers back into that place of wow, like this feels like I'm back in high school. I'm back in middle school and playing this game. It
You
feels
act
great.
like
It
you're
plays
middle
great.
school.
Yeah. What?
I said you act like you're middle school.
Yeah, I'm acting like I'm in middle school. You're right, Z. You're right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're the one that still gets changed.
Yeah, you're right.
Your mom still picks out your clothes. So,
Yeah, you're right.
but this game has potential. It does, and it has potential in the sense of some of the things Z and I will kind of break down that they've presented at least so far with this game. But Z, if they can bring this back, and not to keep rambling, but if they can bring this game kind of back to when you play this game, Black Ops 6 this year, and you can kind of sit back and take a breath and feel like that this belongs in the same set of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, this game will be a success.
Yeah, but
Like
you
it,
can't predict that right now.
no, I'm saying I'm not predicting anything. I'm saying if they can get this game into that level of territory
Mm-hmm.
of where it feels like it belongs in the Black Ops family, the game's going to be a success.
Sure.
If it starts to feel like Vanguard or Cold War, it's not going to be a success. It's going to be a failure.
Yeah.
But it's interesting with possible direction of campaign, possible direction of the story of this game, with the different teasers of the United States, of Saddam Hussein, of Afghanistan, of stuff in the 90s. It's interesting of doing that because they haven't really hit on anything like that before. So if they can kind of pull that off, that actually that does bring a level of excitement that type of way. Because also too, Z, it's recent. It's recent. The 90s isn't that far, isn't that long ago.
It kind of is.
Well, compared to other storylines that they've brought into the game, it's not too long. It's not that long ago.
I agree. I think like no, the storyline seems great because I mean the the storyline behind Black Ops 1 and 2, there was no storyline behind Black Ops 4. There was
No, there
I
was
mean
no campaign.
it was to my knowledge it was pretty similar to Black Ops 3's theming. I never played Black Ops 3 though. But I don't know. Like I know a lot of people don't really factor the campaign into a Call of Duty game, which is fine. I do and does personally because
Yeah.
because like I know you play the campaign for only 8 hours and then it's like over.
Yeah.
But I mean, but at the same time, I feel like the campaign is one way to get invested into the game. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
No,
So
I think it is. I think it is because it gives you the feel of the game and kind
yep,
of what they're trying to tell you in the game. And like, especially with like when you're playing multiplayer, multiplayer, in my opinion, is the most important aspect of a Call of Duty game,
oh,
100%.
it always is. Yeah,
Yeah, it always is. But like when you're playing on certain maps and everything like that, you get a backstory. You have a backstory and like what these maps
right,
are
right,
and where I'm playing at, what I like, what's what here, what took place here.
right.
So I do
There's
think
like
that
terminal.
yeah, I think the campaign is an important part of a Call of Duty game. Do I think a campaign makes or breaks a game? No, not necessarily. But I think in terms of a storytelling aspect, yeah, it's really important.
Well, just like many Call of Duty campaigns, it could end up being controversial. It could end up making some people tight.
Yeah,
Uh, so I mean, we'll wait and see on that.
yeah,
Something they've already released, or I don't want to say they, but something again rumored. A very common word around this time of the year is, and I would thank the Lord if this becomes true. Round based zombies.
yes, yes. I'm
Yeah.
actually bringing up right here. Um, speaking of
God,
zombies,
look at all these words.
yeah, I know, but I'm gonna briefly go through it. Geez, I got both dogs over here right next to me.
Here we go.
Um,
Here we go.
Actually, friggin' following Tyson around. But anyway, so
It's nuts.
yes, rounds based zombies is back. Z, do you want to briefly tell people how much of a failure in Modern Warfare 3 zombies it was?
And I mean, let's just put it this way: if there was one person in this world that liked playing that zombies,
Yeah.
they should just get sent to a different planet.
Well, Z, there's people out there that thought it was a great idea.
And nothing, not even, I didn't even sniff playing it.
Yeah.
I tried it one
It looked
time.
awful.
I tried it one time. I was 5 minutes in. I left.
Yeah. No,
So,
I believe
but
it.
you
It
know,
looked terrible.
here's the thing is that I understand they were maybe trying to do something new,
Hmm.
you know, but dude, I mean, the the only way to really explain how bad zombies has been is the last time zombies was good was Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's the
know.
last time
That's
zombies was
crazy.
good.
Yeah, that's
And so,
crazy.
and again, zombies is a key part in one, people like to grind for camos. Okay.
Hmm.
Two, to this day, in the Black Ops 1 days, in the World at War Black Ops 2 days, how often do people have memories of playing zombies and everything?
Right.
Again, I'm not saying zombies is a part of making or breaking a game,
Hmm.
but when you get to the multiplayer conversation of the game, which is just the nucleus of every Call of Duty, you need a part of the game that people can get away from.
Yeah.
And zombies was always that.
Hmm.
Zombies was always that for Black Ops 1. They
Definitely.
had 8 maps you can play on. Black
Definitely.
Ops 2 was the same thing with Transit. And they
Hmm.
had all these Easter eggs, and you can grind for camos, and you had
Hmm.
so many things you can do in zombies
Hmm.
that you actually had to play for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can go ahead and continue on about I wanted
Yeah.
to point that
No,
out.
Z's right. So the fact that rounds based zombies is back in Black Ops 6 is exciting, is great. Z and I love zombies. It's a great alternative when you want to kind of just get off the multiplayer grind and kind of switch it up a little bit. But this is just kind of some news that came out yesterday in the sense of Black Ops 6 zombies leaks. This isn't probably, I'm sure this isn't every bit of information. But let's look at this is just kind of they're breaking down a couple maps and a couple general aspects. So there's an island map. We don't know the name of it, but it has ships with cannons that you can use as a trap. It has cell blocks, a lab accessible or a lab's accessible via some elevator, a tentacle trap. So really, really pretty vague description, but there is a map that's going to be like island related. The Liberty Falls map, seemingly set in a West Virginia city with a blank or with a bank and a chapel. Has machines you can use to activate around the map. Has a main quest with the cutscene. Possibly has soldier enemy AI, along with possibly having mini objectives. From a general consensus of zombies, a pre-order bonus has been explored, which would give access to zombies a few weeks in advance. A new weapon will be added that seemingly causes enemy skins to bubble. The jet gun and the ray gun are back. Tentacle dog, it seems like that's probably some type of specialty. Mystery box, pack, crafting, large ammo boxes are returning. Exfils are returning. and there's a bubblegum machine that likely can be activated in a map. We're not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean. This is not everything that's coming. There's just a lot that can be changed or cut. This is just what people have spread rumors about. So just a brief kind of little thing about zombies, pretty vague, nothing too much into detail yet. That will come, but we at least know that there's an island map. There's a map that takes place in like West Virginia. Ray gun's back. Your mystery box is back. Obviously, crafting your guns. I'm sure the pack a punch will be back. So really, your basics. They'll probably add, like I said, like some crafting tables that they've had before to kind of give and implement that. But from that aspect, round-based zombies is great that it's back. Hopefully that they, I don't know, Z, how many maps do you think that they'll expect on launch here? Like three, like 2 or 3 zombie maps on launch?
At launch 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Two or three at most at launch, because like
Yeah.
that was the way it was in Black Ops 4, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, when we play with Al, the only thing he want to play is IX. Only thing he want to play.
Yeah, just an overrated map.
Yeah, I mean, how many maps they're gonna start off with? Yeah, two. But again, that's the right thing to do, because you make DLCs and just like in any other zombies. But I mean, again, like outside of just the maps, it's more just like how zombies just goes, literally, especially zombies, just going back to the basics, dude. I don't need a boss battle every 5 rounds.
No, that's ridiculous.
And we don't
really,
need that.
That's a pain in the ass too.
Yeah,
because they had that in Black Ops 4, and it just got way too over the top. It's like, dude, this is just ridiculous.
Dude, I don't know if we can find I don't know if we'll be able to find it, but if any of you guys know, there was a zombies map Black Ops 4. I can never remember the name of it, but it was set in the Greece or whatever, or like Athens.
Yeah.
And then and the very first time, I wish we could have got on video. The very first time Pegasus came down and we freaking jumped on Pegasus and we went to like a different part of the map. Oh, and I were freaking out.
Oh my god. Especially the first time that happened. That was crazy.
Yeah, and I were freaking out. And like, again, like that is a perfect example of another thing of zombies, like having those little Easter eggs. I know it's not an Easter egg, I know it's part of the map, but still, I mean, you get the point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the maps itself are fine, whatever maps you make and whatever little kinks you add into it, but get the boss battles out of here. And what are we pulling up right here? Yeah, okay. So this is the next part we'll get into, which is the multiplayer. Get the boss battles out of here, and get like those zombies that freaking walk around, and when you shoot them, like 8,000 zombies come out.
Yeah,
like just get that out of here, dude. We don't need that.
See, how exciting would it be, like if they brought back in like a DLC of like Moon or why am I blanking on the original
Kino de Turton, Kino, whatever,
Kino or stuff like that. That'd be pretty dope if they kind of remastered them and brought them as like DLC.
But I mean, like all the Black Ops 4 zombie maps were actually like really good. There was one set in Nuketown.
Yeah.
There was another one.
Yeah, they did a good job with those. 5 was in it. They did 5
but
again.
There was another one. Again, I'm not gonna remember the name of it, but it was the one set in the Arctic. And that was a huge map. You could have gone all the way to the top of the hill. You could have been on the ship.
Yeah, that was a huge map.
Oh, it's just like everything about Black Ops 4 Zombies was an absolute 10 out of 10.
It was.
If anybody disagrees, you're wrong.
No, 100%. They did a great job with that. But so it's very exciting. Rounds-based zombies, great, as Z said. I would love to see them bring transit back. They did not do that in Black Ops 4, which was disappointing. I would love to see them bring back transit, or a 2024 version of transit would be awesome. Transit's my all-time favorite. I think zombies map Z, I think I have to say. So great, but
I think it's gotta be.
Yeah. But we'll see. More information will come out with all of Black Ops 6. So this isn't the only video we're going to talk about these things in. We'll cover it as the summer goes on. But going into multiplayer, a little glimpse of multiplayer here. I retweeted this yesterday that Black Ops 6 will reportedly feature remastered maps from the entire Black Ops series. So from 1 all the way to 4, you will see remastered maps. Now, Black Ops 4, my main gripe was that they did not add maps of their own, and it was all rehashed, which was okay. Like, it was okay that all those things were in there, but I still wanted a fresh slate of maps.
Well, they added some.
Brief. Very brief. very brief. It was pretty rehashed. This year, they're going to add remastered map, which obviously they should. It's been years since we've played on Fire Range. It's been years since we've played on Summit and you name it, Nuketown, blah, blah, blah. But I still hope that a few of these maps on launch that they make their own, especially from the campaign, man. I hope that at least a couple of them are I want to say memorable, but also at the same time leave a mark like some of those other maps I mentioned did.
Sure.
Because the old Modern Warfare games and the old Black Ops games, man, you could go through a list of maps that hit home, that people loved and had meaning and was memorable. I hope that's going to be the same. I hope that's going to be the same. There's at least going to be a couple from Black Ops 6 that we can add into that list of memorable maps. I just think that this game needs a couple aspects to it for us like to look back a year from now and say, yeah, that's right in the timeline with the other Black Ops games. It belongs in there. It doesn't belong with the Modern Warfare trilogy. It doesn't belong with Vanguard. It doesn't belong with Cold War. It belongs with the old Black Ops series. So I hope
two
that's
things.
The case.
Two things. One, we can't really talk about multiplayer right now because we haven't got really any information on it. We don't have any gameplay footage. We don't have any information on how classes will be set up, guns in the game, yada yada. Even the maps. But number two about the maps is I think there's pros and cons to that in reference to like rehashing all of the old game. It probably won't be all of the maps that they've had before.
Yeah.
But just the main ones, like Fire Range, Nuketown, WMD, Array, those kind of maps.
When you say Fire Range, nighttime will be in the game.
I'd say it's a high possibility, yes. Jungle's another one.
Jungle nighttime?
God. Imagine you got freaking animals running around.
Yeah, I know.
God.
But yeah, we'll see like Fire Range, Nuketown, Jungle. We'll probably see Grid. We'll probably see Hijacked. We'll probably see
Grind.
Grind. That's what I meant. Grind, not Grid. Grind.
Yeah.
Possibly WMD. Maybe a lot of people like that map. Maybe Array. So we'll see a handful of them, which is great. It's gonna be great. Summit, of course, it's gonna be great to play those maps because those hit home for everybody. I just want them to make it. I just want there at least to be a couple that make a mark. I really do, because you can't like think about it from Black Ops 4 all the way up to now. None of those maps you can just sit and say, man, like that you can put in the same category with all those other classics. They haven't done that. There hasn't been anything that's been classic or legendary from any of these games.
Sure.
And guns too. Bring back the freaking Galil. Bring back the freaking AUG. Bring back the freaking. I don't even know. You can go on and on about some of these. Bring them back.
God, the
Holy
Galil.
Cow. Bring something back. See.
MP5.
Yeah. You can bring back any of those.
Oh, 100%. No, 100%. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's we can sit here and talk about like what we'd want to see. We don't have any rumors on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, but yeah, I agree. Like, they have to add some new maps to the game. Like, obviously, the other side of multiplayer is the ranked play side, the competitive side of things. But I mean, again, like personally, I would have a stronger opinion on it than N would because N doesn't really play ranked play. So I'm not going to give my input on it yet. All I'll say is that MW3 ranked play is absolutely awful. It's absolutely awful.
Well, not quarter match.
Yeah, no. But I think we also already had a release date, didn't we? Didn't we already have a release date when this game is going to be coming out?
I think the pre-order dates come out too. I think pre-order is sometime in June, I think.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a release date. There's got to be a release date in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I could have swore I saw one.
It'll be October, of course, but
yeah, I mean, live action trailer is tomorrow, and I'm recording this on May 27th. Live action trailer will be tomorrow. Yeah. It says at 7 a.m. I don't know why it's 7 a.m. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's like maybe on the West Coast, maybe. So like that'd be like 10, 11 o'clock out here.
Possibly, but that still wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, anyways, so I think that'll kind of wrap things up on Ed and I talking about Black Ops 6. I mean, it's the most we can really work with just based off being late May and we don't have a trailer yet and anything. Honestly, as these trailers and even whenever the gameplay comes out, that's when we'll really start to get into it.
Yeah.
But the the ultimate hope for all this is that end buys another Call of Duty at the end of the year.
That's what Z wants, and this is what I'll say is that this is one of probably quite a few Black Ops 6 videos that we'll cover on this channel.
Yes.
We not a whole lot of news is out, just some brief teases, some brief things that could possibly lead into the campaign, very brief amount of information regarding zombies, but we still wanted to go over it, talk about excitement levels, kind of just compare it to, or
what
really
about
just
Warzone,
probably,
man? What about Warzone?
yeah, probably about what needs to happen, honestly, for the franchise. Warzone, hopefully that's gone and Blackout's back. So, no, Warzone needs to go. That's killed. That's been a big part of Call of Duty's downfall for sure. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, though, it's exciting just in the sense of, it's not exciting because it's a new Call of Duty game. It's exciting because Black Ops is back. It's exciting Treyarch is back. It's exciting because this game's been 4 years in the making. It's exciting your round-based zombies back. It's exciting just a few brief teases about the story and everything like that. And so all we can hope is, aside from like more news breaks, more stuff comes out over the months, is just that this brings the franchise where it needs to be. That this is really that catapult back into getting it going. And next year could also be another cherry on top of the cake, Z, with Black Ops 2, or with the sequel to Black Ops 2. So we're getting 2 years of Black Ops. We're getting 2 years of Treyarch, which is great. The other leaks, even past that, I've read like Ghost could come back down the line. Who knows? But that's aside from the point. So Call of Duty has an opportunity. I'll end this. Call of Duty, the franchise, everything, the whole shebang, has an opportunity this year and next year to really light a fire for this franchise, to really get it back to where it needs to be, to get past people back into the game. And they have a huge thing here that I want to say can really lift up the Call of Duty name to new heights, Z, because it's just been stagnant, mediocre for the last 5 years. And so many people have just lost interest. So many people have tuned out. So many people have just kind of been inconsistent in terms of playing the game. These next two could really bring a lot of people back. This next two could really get things back where they need to be. And I hope that as more things come out, that it continues to bring excitement. And I just hope that they do right by the fans. I hope they do right by the Call of Duty franchise. Well, the Black Ops franchise, I want to say. I hope they do right by what Call of Duty Black Ops is. And I hope that we see that this year and next year.
We all just want the game to succeed. That's all we want. We want the game to
succeed.
We
want a freaking good Call of Duty game, dude. Honestly, I miss it. I miss a good Call of Duty game. I haven't had a good Call of Duty game 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, Ed's been playing 2K and MLB The Show, and he's miserable every single day he plays it. So.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. So,
and we bought Madden for $15, and it lasted 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks. So, NCAA is coming out. I'm honestly kind of excited about that. So, from everything I've read, Z, this isn't even going to be close to Madden. From everything I've been reading, it's not even going to be close. Which I don't understand why they can't do anything in relation to that. But we're not going to talk about that on this episode. So hopefully with Black Ops 6, maybe a couple other game titles coming out, this could be maybe a solid year of gaming. We'll see. But this is one of few episodes that Z and I are going to bring to you guys in terms of the Call of Duty news, because we're going to have news throughout June and heading into the rest of the summer and in the fall. So
sure. Well,
but yeah, other than that, guys, we appreciate your support. Z, go ahead. You can send us off here. Send us home.
Yep. Mythical Jazzy right down below, and I'll be streaming tonight. I mean, obviously, you guys will be seeing this a little bit too late, but and I stream are going to stream MLB The Show 3 times this week. We'll have plenty more ahead. Yep. And it's been a freaking Debbie Downer every time we played it because I've came back and it's a series tied. Yeah. So,
as you can see, I won't be using this team, but we're gonna root for our home team.